Hey Aries, thanks for visiting, and if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you would like to, only if you would like to. I'm going through a lovely, well, everyone's going through a lovely retrograde, schmatrograde. It's really bashed me over the head, so I'm going to, and I'm sure it has with a lot of people, I'm not the only one. So hopefully I will get through this reading and my other ones, which are all late, of course, because of everything, without, I don't know, the candles blowing up or the roof falling in or something like that. I don't know. I mean, everything else has happened, so why not? But I'm going to start this right now for you and get through this for you. So, the first card you have for your past is the Four of Swords. So, I'm just looking at this card and the whole card is dark. It's kind of, you know, brown and kind of not very interesting. There's not much colour. The only colour is really in the window. And, you know, it's so beautiful. It's the only thing on the whole card that's kind of full of light and colour. And I think there was something you had up ahead of you. And I think it still is ahead of you. I think you're still kind of looking forward to this. And I think this is a really positive thing. It's some kind of, I don't know if it's moving or something that you have to move to. It's some kind of an event. And it is a positive thing, but I'm getting a lot of fear around this. I think you've been afraid of this for a long time, afraid of this thing that's coming up. And I think you had a similar thing in your last reading, so obviously it's the same situation you're still really worried about, and you still haven't, it hasn't happened yet, obviously, whatever this is. So it's coming up ahead of you. And I think, you know, you knew it was supposed to be a positive thing, you knew this was ahead of you, but the thing was, you didn't want to think about it. You were trying to put this out of your head. You didn't want to see it. Like the man in this card, or the statue, whatever this is. He has his eyes closed, obviously. He's not even looking at the only light in the room, the only colour in the room, which is this beautiful, beautiful stained glass window. So it's beautiful, it's there. But you don't want to see that it's beautiful. You're worried about it. You want to shut your eyes. You want to say, I don't want to even think about this. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to even think anything of it. I'm going to do anything else but think about this thing, because it really stresses me out so much. What can I look at? Anything boring, it doesn't matter what it is. I just don't want to think about this thing. It's so stressful. That's what I'm getting in this card. And look at the swords hanging down over this poor man. It's like you're waiting for the swords to fall on you, a bit like the retrograde. You're waiting for these swords to fall on your head. And it was like you're probably thinking that, oh, this is all going to be a disaster. This is going to go wrong. That's going to go wrong. Have I done this yet? Have I done this detail yet? Have I organised that bit yet? This, that and the other? Oh no. So it was all of that going around and round in your head. And you're trying not to think about it. You think, oh, what will I do? Watch a movie, watch a YouTube video, anything but that. Now, when this happens, yes, it's going to be stressful. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. But when it happens, and after it happens, especially after it happens, you're going to be able to open up, look at this window, you're going to open up this beautiful, colourful window, and you're going to be able to look outside. Because it's going to lead you to more positive things, much better things. At the moment, at this time, you're in your own world. You're in your own world. That's what I'm seeing. You're inside this little room, in this world. The window's there. You kind of look outside sometimes, but you don't want to. And this thing that you're going to do that's up ahead of you is going to let you, it's going to make you want to open the window and go out and go and take up all these new opportunities that are there waiting for you after this is finished. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any problems happening around this logistically. I'm not seeing anything going wrong with this. This is very positive, and that's the way you have to see it. That's the way you have to look at it. But I can't see you doing that. I think you're still going to be in your head about this, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. You don't have to, but I'm just telling you, it's going to be positive. It's going to be positive. So the next card you have for your past is the Eight of Cups. Yes, so whatever this thing is, or this event is, or whatever this is, This has to happen. You can't walk away from it. You can't run away from it like this man. I think you might be tempted to kind of run away. Oh, it's all too hard. It's all too terrible. I can't do this. I have to run away. You can't. It's going to happen. Now, it's really strange in this card because I'm getting that you get this afraid feeling when you think of this. You want to run away, but then you also have this feeling of, oh, this is a really big step up for me. This is what I want to do. I actually like this. I actually like the idea of doing this. I'm actually feeling passionate about. So it goes up and down. Sometimes you're like, oh, I want to do this. This is fantastic. I'm excited by this. And then at other times you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is going to go wrong. That's going to go wrong. Because if you look at this man, he's got a red coat on, which is representing passion. Obviously, that's what red is. And it represents Aries as well. But also he's walking away, and he's walking away from the Wall of Cups. He's walking away from his emotions. So it's like, I don't want to feel this. This is too stressful. These emotions are too stressful. I just want to run away, walk away. Don't do that. Don't run away. Don't walk away. This is something really good for you. This is something you're going to enjoy doing. You might not believe that, but you are. And you're going to have to face these emotions. You're going to have to face these fears, because if you look at this card again, the water is flowing down toward the cups. It's heading toward the emotions. Heading toward the emotions. So you have to head toward your emotions. You have to face your emotions. And you have to face this thing, because it's going to happen. That's what I'm seeing. It's going to happen for you. It's going to be positive. It might be keeping you awake at night, again, because this scene is at night time. It might be making you feel so stressed that you're grumpy and you lose your temper, like this moon. I'm looking at the face on this moon. It looks like he's giving us all the side eye, which is what I've been doing to everyone and everything because of this retrograde. But yes, this is how you're feeling. Grumpy. Be careful not to say anything to people. Just be careful. Some people might be in your firing line. But yeah, it's because of all this stress. So, you know, all I have to say about this is that it's going to be fine. I know I sound really boring saying it's going to be fine over and over again, but I need to keep on saying that to you. It's going to be fine. So I'll say it again. It's going to be fine. The next card you have, the last card you have for your past is the King of Cups. Yeah. So there are times when you're stressed. You're stressed most of the time, actually, about this. There were times when you thought, oh, actually, maybe this is the best thing for me to do. I want to do this. And then there are times where you just were like, this is all too much. These emotions, this stress, everything's just getting to me. I just have to be by myself. And so this king is by himself. He's on an island. He's on a stone slab. That's what his throne is on. It doesn't look very comfortable. But he's in the middle of all of this water, all of these emotions. So you're like in a sea of emotions, and you're just like, I just feel like being by myself. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just need to be by myself. And that's another thing you're feeling like at this time. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that I'm seeing someone who, I don't know if this person was around you at this time. I don't think they were. I'm getting this feeling they're not, because of how remote this king is, because he's an island. So you probably didn't have this person around you. But I think that for a long time, you might have known that this person wasn't someone who you could trust. And I think some information might have actually come out, or it was slowly coming out. It was slowly coming to light about this person, maybe indirectly, because this king's sort of facing one way, but his eyes are kind of looking the other way. And so he kind of doesn't quite know where to look. So you might have been hearing something, some talk about this person, because I don't think this came from them. I don't think this person came out and told you this. But I think your instincts were telling you to distance yourself from this person a long, long time before you actually heard this. And it was like this really confirmed that for you. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, if you're distancing yourself from this person, and you're distancing yourself from everyone at this time anyway, I think you were doing the right thing. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Page of Pentacles. So again, okay, so you can all shut your eyes and go to sleep right now, because I'm going to say the same thing again. I'm going to be really repetitive. I keep on seeing this event or this thing in front of you. This is obviously on your mind all the time. That's why I keep on seeing this. So it's not my fault, it's your fault. Sorry. So yeah, I just have to laugh because I've been through such a terrible time. That's why I'm sounding a bit crazy. I'm sorry about that. So yeah. Okay, so this is going to be fine. I'm saying that again. This is going to be fine. It's not just going to be fine. It's going to be really, really, really good for you. Now, you might not believe this, but after this thing's over, you're going to be in a place of peace. Not just because it's over, but because you're going to actually enjoy this thing. I'm seeing that again. You're going to enjoy this thing. You're going to have a feeling of relief, being relaxed, and you're going to be surprised at how relaxed this is going to be for you. There's also a lot of new growth around this. This card's a little bit like springtime, with all these tiny kind of wild flowers growing around this page's feet. So this is going to lead to growth in your confidence, and your confidence is going to lead you to all of these new opportunities that are going to be ahead of you when you walk through this window that I was seeing in the Four of Swords. Behind it are all of these opportunities. So I'm not going to talk about that again. Well, I'm going to try not to. If it comes up again, I will, but I'll try not to. But again, this is positive. This thing is going to be positive. The next card you have for your present is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I'm actually seeing someone feeling really, really emotional, and they're feeling really emotional about you. They're really in their feelings. I'm really getting this feeling that they felt that they weren't on the same level as you in some way. Now, that might just sound like I'm just saying that because you're Aries and I'm Aries. I'm not saying that. Well, I am saying that, but I'm not just saying that. I think they really felt that they missed a chance to be with you. They missed their chance to be with you. That's what I'm seeing in this. And they're really upset. They're really in their head about this. I think this is either an ex or this is someone who you're involved with romantically in some way. I'm just seeing them getting themselves into a lot of different relationships after they were around you. So they were around you, you've had this separation or whatever, and since that time they've been going in all these different relationships, long ones, short ones. That's a song, isn't it? No, it isn't. Long ones, short ones, fat ones, small ones, big ones, tall. Look, I'm so sorry, but yeah. So they've had all these different relationships. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry. So some have been short relationships, some have been longer relationships or whatever. You've been apart for a while, I think, but they couldn't replace you. That's why they were having all these different relationships. They couldn't replace you. They wanted to replace you with similar or better. Not just you, but the feeling that they had around you. This is all about feelings. This is the Queen of Cups. So they were searching for the same feeling that they had with you or better, and they haven't been able to find that yet, that feeling. Now I'm actually seeing this person trying to contact you again. They're going to try and connect with you again. I think they might be a bit lost for words when they speak to you actually, or they message you. I think I saw this in your last reading as well, so I'm sorry this is such a repetitive reading. Obviously the same issues are coming up again. So I think you're going to get a few messages from them. They're definitely thinking about you a lot. They might even be with someone else at this time. I think they probably are with someone else at this time. They're probably in some kind of relationship at this time. It's not a serious relationship. They don't feel serious about this person because what they're doing is they're thinking about you. And they're trying to search for that feeling that they had with you with someone else, but they're not getting it. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I'm really sorry I laughed. I'm so sorry. The last card you have for your past is the Four of Wands. So, I know I wasn't going to say anything about this event again, but I keep on getting these messages about it over and over and over again. Okay, so this event, whatever this is that you're worried about, It's going to be positive. Yeah, it's a bit stressful, but it's going to be positive. Yeah, it's tiring, but it's going to be positive. I'm going to say that again. It's going to be positive. Don't worry about this. It's going to be positive. When you've gotten to the other side of this, you'll realize that. And when you've gotten to the other side of this, again, I'm saying that I'm seeing the same thing in this card. It's going to open you up to new opportunities. This is 1111. The gates are opening. When you've done this thing, it's going to open you up to new opportunities and amazingly good opportunities. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I'm not going to say anything else about that. The first card you have for your future is the Magician. Here you are, you're Aries, you're the Magician. You got yourself to the stage where you could even think about doing this event. Yes, I'm talking about that again, I know. So you got yourself to the stage where you could even think about doing this thing you're afraid of. Look back at yourself 2 years ago, 3 years ago, even 1 year ago. Would you have been strong enough to even think about something like this then? No, you wouldn't have. You would have looked at this. If someone had have said, you're going to do this thing, you're going to do this thing that's ahead of you, this big event, this big thing. If someone said that to you 1 year ago, 3 years ago, you would have said, you're crazy, I wouldn't do something like that, that's ridiculous. But now you're staring at it in the face and you're saying, I'm going to do this, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do this. So that is a huge step, that's a huge step from where you've been. So recognize that as well, recognize how far you've come in all areas of your life. I know not every area of your life is going to look super strong and perfect, nobody's is, but you're in a better place now, a much better place. You're in control of things now. You're in more control now than you have been for a long, long time. I think this is also about you starting to open up a bit more to other people. Now you've been closed off for a long, long time. Now you're starting to open up to people. I am seeing 2 specific people who you're starting to open up to. I think you've been spending a lot of time with these 2 people. One you're already close to, another one you're kind of partly close to, but you're getting closer to that person. You're opening up, you're showing them the inside of you. Look at this Magician, he has a red coat over his white clothes. He's fiery on the outside, but on the inside he's soft, he's a bit innocent. So this is the part of you that you're starting to show to these people. Again, I'm seeing 2 separate, specific people here. Now, also, you've chosen the right people to open up to be vulnerable to. You really have. These are people who you can trust. I just needed to tell you that as well, because you do have some problems with trusting people. So that's what I'm seeing. And you know what? You're softening. You're softening up. Don't be angry, but you are. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the 7 of Cups. So, yeah. Here again, you're having these ups and downs in your feelings. Sometimes you have a lot of clarity. You're like, oh, I'm going to look forward to this thing and everything else in my life. I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. I'm the Magician. But then other times, you're going to be feeling a little bit like this, cloudy-headed. You probably have already had these ups and downs that you've been going through. You're going to feel a little bit unsure of yourself. And, you know, this is just going to come in waves. You know that. It always has in your life. And it's happening again. But I just have to say you've got this. Every time you're going to feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I'm cloudy, I don't know what I'm doing. You've got this, you've got this. I just have to keep on saying that to you. I'm also seeing in this card someone being in a bit of a fantasy world, maybe. More than one person, I think. I'm seeing a group of people, a small group of people probably, and they might be expecting unrealistic things from you. And I think this is around your workplace. So whoever this is, yeah, they have completely unrealistic expectations of you. They expect you to do everything for you. It's ridiculous. So I think, you know, at one time I was in this job and I used to work in an office. It was very boring. But I used to do design. I used to do graphic design and art. I have an art background. And I had this dream. There was this ridiculous sales representative, and they used to come in and bring all these crazy jobs that had nothing to do with anything that you do. And I had this dream one day that this woman came in and she said, "Can you fix this lawnmower? I've promised this person you can fix this lawnmower." And that was my dream, because this woman would bring in the most ridiculous things. So this is what these people are doing to you in your workplace. They're not bringing you a lawnmower, but they're expecting you to do something crazy that's outside of what you're supposed to be doing. And you just can't do this. Now, I think this person who's kind of expecting these things of you, I don't think they're your boss. I don't think they're a client. I don't think they're anyone who has any kind of, they're no one who you should be taking directions from. They don't pay you. So you can block these people. You could ignore them, block them, whatever. Because I think if you do that, I think that'll probably be the best thing for you, because you are going through all of this stress at this time. You're going through so much at this time. You're going to have to conserve your energy to do this thing that's in front of you, and you're just not going to need this extra stress. So block them if you want to, and if they come to you angry, you can tell them that you watched this video with this woman talking about tarot, and she said to block you, so you can blame me. I'm so silly. I'm so sorry. The last card you have for your future is the Fool. So usually I see the Fool as you, because obviously the Aries is the Fool, the Magician and the Fool. But this is about someone else, I think. I think this is about this person who keeps on thinking about you in the Queen of Cups. I think they might have actually gotten themselves into a bit of trouble. I think they're thinking of you in terms of how much they miss the feeling of being with you. I'm seeing that again. I'm seeing that in the Queen of Cups. But they're also going to be wishing that they had your advice. I think they used to ask you for advice when they were around you and used to help them. And I think you might have been the more mature one in the relationship. They get themselves into these situations that really aren't good for them. I'm seeing that over and over again. And I think that's what they used to do when they were with you. And this happened a few times, because I'm seeing repetitiveness in this as well. I think they're going to be struggling a bit. And I don't think they have many people to talk about this as well. I think they might have run out of people who are patient with them, because I think they might have asked so many people for help, and people might have gotten tired of them asking them, so they ran out of people. That's what I'm seeing, or they're going to run out of people. And yeah, they could rely on you. When they're with you, they used to be able to rely on you, but they can't now. They don't have you to rely on. They don't have that feeling they had around you, and they don't have you to rely on either. They're really missing you on a lot of different levels. Yeah, they're going to try to communicate with you if they haven't already. They're not going to be able to communicate very well with you. They're going to struggle with their communication. They're going to come out with something, but it's not going to be what they truly want to say. So they're going to have to work on that, and after a while they are going to communicate with you properly and tell you how they truly feel eventually. But I think before that, they're going to have a few kind of mistake things first, little messages. It's going to be like, "Hi, how are you?" And they're not going to tell you how they're really feeling, and you'll say, "I'm fine." And then like, "Oh, that's frustrating. I really wanted to say more than that." So it's going to be a little bit like that to begin with in the conversations that they have with you. So Aries, I hope this resonated, and I'm really sorry I was so crazy in this reading. I don't know what happened to me. But yes, as you know, general readings won't always resonate with everyone. They can't. But again, if you liked this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for watching.